sorry that that stream from last time, there's just no voice chat audio on it. So yeah, that was fun. But as you know, we're about to go chase down the fourth major lord. We gotta go chase her down on her boat. So I just need to load something up here. That's this. Okay. Yeah.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and resave here. I'm pretty full up on items and stuff.
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Until then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different, though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria. Was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like, I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
Okay.
You don't look so good. You all right?
Uh-oh.
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my
don't like
expectations for
boats.
Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niaz was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
Not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
You have to hit A on her.
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret. Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Okay, so...
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Fine. I need a nap.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
Isn't she
That's the
going to
ship?
like...
She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
We got a bunch of dogs.
Xion,
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahagsar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelselik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a Goddard.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Xion said the same thing. Is it the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye?
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Okay. Life ball times 3. And we've got fast dogs and night. So, alright, so...
Hey, look at that enemy. It's shining.
I hope I live long enough to regret it.
No further!
Get that gun out of your hand! You're down! Ready and ready! It's over! Here I come!
Annihilation! Hear me!
to me! Here I come! Swallow blade! I'm on a roll now! Swallow blade! Here I come! Dragon form! I'm ready!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Your armor won't save you!
Do it!
Dragons over me! In an instant! Impact block!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Okay, that works.
No choice. I see one, eh? A new melody. You're finished. I'm going in. Stalagmite.
Your incantations ruined. The enemies you're lost to.
You'll soon see about that!
In an instant. Impact block.
Here I go! I'm only getting my gear!
Dragon swarm.
Now,
Resonate with the earth.
confiscated! Do it! Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble. Step back. This one's all law.
Got it!
Okay.
That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Gone. Dragon swarm. Eat this.
I'm only
Talon hurricane. Dragon swarm. Catapult. Your reflexes will not serve you well here. Elusive deity.
do it! Lock! Get toasty!
Bird strike.
Graviton
Armor
field!
won't save you. Take this. Eat this.
Radiant lock! Here!
I'm ready.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Money! Tomatoes. Right. So next. Okay, elevator, offline. Gel works.
Tenebrous Claw!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
On your knees. Go!
Dragon Shell! Dragon Swarm! Resonate with the earth! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
Looks like we got them all.
Ooh, peach gels ×2. What do the peach gels do again? I forget. 1,200 hit points. Okay, nice. There's a chest.
Out of our way!
Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Negative Gate! Resonate with the earth! Take down their defenses! I can carve through armor! My shield! I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Shine! Radiant Light! Dragon Force of Regeneration! Another incantation ruined! Don't suffer in silence!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Money! Alright, I'm gonna use one of those peach gels since it's full now. Here. One of these guys.
Gotta break through! You got the spirit to Far enough! This one's all mine! Resonate with the earth! Dark light! Here I come! I won't show you any mercy! Take this! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Shell! Elusive Deity! Dragon Swarm! Lightning Thrust! Can you take it? You'll finish!
Glacial Steel!
Here I come! I'll thank you! No escape! Dragon Swarm! Do it! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Okay.
Pretty hungry. Want to sit down and fix something?
Yep, the sooner the better.
Okay, I've got the beef.
I won't forgive you!
Freaking does it! Resonate with the Swallow Blade! Blow them away! Dragon Swarm! I'll smash you! My shield! Swallow Blade! Not today! I'm ready! All yours, Kisara!
Damn!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Ah, dang it. I have to use these shells. Oh boy. This guy.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Ow.
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
The rebel!
Here goes!
I'm ready!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Mega Ray!
On elusive deity! Rotating pile driver! It's no good! I'll finish you here and now! Swallow Blade! I'll smash you! On your knees! Swallow Blade! Swallow Blade! Resonate with the earth! This one's all mine!
Rage.
Here's a healing arc!
First strike!
That freaking does it! Lunar blast!
Ignite! You won't make a fool of me! Wide open!
It won't escape me.
Power up water! Take this! I'm ready! On your left! Look sharp! Lightning blade!
All right.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny...
Okay.
mood.
All right,
Never seen
access
anything like
key.
it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
I missed this. Okay. Orange gel, nice. Okay, yeah, we definitely need that for the cure points. Alright. Ugh. Lower level's the only one that works. Okay. Supposed to ignore that.
That's no
now.
ordinary enemy I see over there.
Right, here goes! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
These ones can run rings around us!
Dragon Swarm!
Lunar blast!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
Lunar corruption! Lunar blast!
Do it! Right! Very well!
Demon's descent!
Flashing Fang!
Mega ray!
Eat this!
Arch sealed!
Dragon Swarm! Talon Hurricane! Talon Storm! Stardust! Take this!
Now I'm in the groove!
Take this!
This is it!
You're finished! I'm on it! Talon Hurricane!
Here's Evo!
Talon Hurricane! Do it!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
I need to be stronger.
Okay.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill symbols for remnants usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here.
What's this thing?
Or
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estalu before.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
okay. Oh, edit.
Get lost!
Now we're not
Spicy one, eh?
Raging
I can carve through my shield.
I'll take your revenge on you!
That's the airborne scoundrel.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Here's our healing island! Freeze Lancer!
Dragon Swarm.
I'm on it!
Gemini Aqua! Primed and ready!
Dragon Swarm.
Not my watch!
Power Blade. Talon Hurricane.
I'll never fit!
Dragon Swarm.
Ready and ready!
Can't be swallowed!
I'm not done.
Smash you! I'm on it!
I'm not done. On your head. Not today.
Sleep now by the power of
Infernal Torrent. You're mine.
Dancing the
It's over.
Talon Hurricane! Thunderblast!
Go away!
It's over! Lightning!
On your knees.
Swallow dance!
Take this.
Raging Cascade!
It's over.
I'm on it!
Do it!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Don't get careless.
Okay. Okay, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here for her. I might use one of these orange gels now. Alright. Yeah, it's her.
Brace yourself. This one's tough.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Lightning Orb!
Smash you!
You're mine.
Raging Cat ready! It's a duel of the arts!
I'm not done.
Let the marksman handle
Rip and
this!
tear!
I never fit!
Got fired.
I got this! Let a marksman handle it! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
An astral punch.
That's my shield! Never fit!
Shut him down.
Lightning Orb! Raging Cascade! Do it! Astral Energy!
Say no more.
I've been doing really great lately.
Okay. Each gel, nice. Shrooms. There we go. Oh, hello. Alright, that looks like a charger, so...
I'll do my best.
You're mine.
Reload!
Polar Blade. Dragon Swarm.
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage!
In a bind?
Here's a healing going in!
Dragon Swarm.
Henry!
blade!
On guard! Healing circle!
Infernal torrent! Swallow blade!
Hurricane Burning Flame! Reach out! Lunar Corruption!
Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
I don't feel so high.
You should sit this one out.
And that's all the fun. Nowhere.
I never miss!
You're mine! Slash!
Hurricane Flame! Catapult! Hear me! Lunar Fury! That's it!
Try harder!
Each one pierce evil!
Ready and raring!
Freeze Blaster! Time to shine! Lunar Corruption!
No further!
Crap!
Flame of Fury!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Here's a healing
Get away!
Now you've come and ticked me off.
One more! Resuscitate! Here's a healing art! First aid!
Look sharp. Take this.
Resonate with the earth!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Air pressure!
Freeze Lancer! Here I go! Let the marksman handle this!
Look sharp! Resonate with the earth!
Powered up!
All mine!
Healing Circle!
Appreciate the help!
Searing Tempest!
Infernal
Advance
Torrent!
Not Will!
That's it! Air pressure!
Shield
Dragon
ready.
War! Ignite!
Look sharp.
Take this!
Down. You're on.
I'm taking too much damage! First aid!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa.
Hurricane Flame! I never miss! On guard!
I can carve through armor!
Magna Ray! Confiscated! Hurricane Flame!
Try harder! Now!
Make it rain.
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Oh, damn.
They really made us work for that one.
Damn it.
No choice! You've got spirit! This is Resonate with the earth!
Showdown between blade and blade.
Go away! You're finished! Take this!
Hear me!
You're mine!
Take it.
Laser Spear! Here's evil!
You're mine! I'll make you take this!
Barely a blip on our radar.
My cloak. There's armor for Renwell.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Emblem. Another chest. Lemons. Nothing else. Second floor now.
sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Owl here. Okay.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
Okay.
What's this thing?
It's money. Ah.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Bring him down! Take this! I'll smash you! My shield!
You two can stand up to these fists.
For my life! We're not finished! Not today! Take this! On guard! Dragon Shell! Release! No escape! Be still! I'm ready! Dance! Blow them away!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
No further! Take it! It's over!
They really don't give up, do they?
You got spirit!
Anything in order.
Here I come!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
That's my shield.
Shut him down!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Resonate with the earth! Strike! Swallow blade!
Power of
Slash! I'm on! Try this! Infernal turret! My turn! Take this! This one's all mine! I'm ready! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Yeah, in a bit.
I won't forgive you!
You're mine! I see one, eh? Take this!
Tell me, have you ever considered your purpose in life?
It's all be my guest! You're mine! You're finished! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet and... The true power of the blazing sword.
It's only as strong as the one who wields it.
You truly mean that? Thank you.
An opponent like this should be easy.
In a bind?
You're finished! You're finished!
Thank you.
You're mine! You're finished!
Negative gate!
Take this! You're finished! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Let's refrain from losing.
Okay. Natural vest. Alright, that's armor for somebody. Him. Alright, that works. I don't want all three of you.
Forgive you!
Now you see what I can do!
Like steel, rollerblade!
We're not finished! That makes a good point.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
On your
Do it! Who wants to die next?
Watch it!
Burn it! Here I come! You're finished! Rollerblade!
Talon Hurricane! Shine! Radiant light!
Eagle Fly!
Regeneration!
Take this!
Allow me to help you.
You're finished! Try harder!
Here!
Marvelous Blast! Escape!
Now you see what I can do!
Dragon Form!
Resonate with the earth!
Escape! I'm not done! You're mine! You're finished! Rising Falcon!
Go away!
Take this!
Resonate with the earth!
Far enough! Eat this! Dreams!
Take this! It's over! Here I come! It's over! Does it hurt? Burn it down!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! A comfortable win.
see what I can do!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
I'm just getting started! That freaking does it!
Shit.
Hang that by the time to go.
Look sharp! Lightning pressure blade! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon shell!
Here I come!
It's over!
Here
First
goes!
strike! Dragon shell! Take this! Take this! My turn! Strike! This one's all mine! Slash!
I'm all stuck
All
up.
fitting
Right
here and now! It's over!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I've been doing really great lately.
A lot more money. See what that says and not.
You picked the wrong fight! You're mine! I'll tear you apart!
Healing from astral energy! Full throttle!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Potato. We got that. Already did that. And I think now it's just do go to the objective. Fury went in there. Fury went in here, went in there. Gosh darn it. Okay, so it's gonna have charging, so I need her. Really, I need him for the armor too. A couple of you at once. Y'all just gonna. Pineapple gel? What is that? Oh, 60% cure points. Okay. We're probably gonna have to use that after this.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Glacial Spear! Here's the
One more ranged attack! Try harder! Do it! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Eat this! I'll smash you! That's better.
Here's a healing
This
power!
one's mine! Appreciate the help! One more! It's over! Now you've gone and ticked me off! You're mine! Right! Okay! Watch it! Take this! Tiger Blade! Watch it! Eat that! Oh, on guard!
Hurricane line! Going in!
Ah.
Wall! Healing circle! I'll fix you up!
Their arts were interrupted!
Searing flame!
Piercing roar! Now I'm in the groove! Ignite! Shot! That's it! Strike! Dragon Tail! Here I come! That's fun! Here I come! Hurricane! It's over! Hurricane! Ready and take it! Water won't save you! That's it! Take this! Hurricane! It's over! I'm on it! What's this?
I'm out of ammo!
Eat this! Hurricane! This one's mine! I'll teach you respect! Take this! I really know you one!
Here's evil!
On your knees! Shot! Watch this! Eat this!
Not on my watch!
You're done!
Here's a healing circle!
Can't get out of this!
Only rely on myself. I'll fix you up!
Burn in hell!
Hurricane!
Where's your finish? Roll it! Here I come!
Hurricane!
Will that help?
Thing's about to...
Back, will ya?
I'll heal you!
Oh, fuck!
Healing!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Armor won't save you!
I'm on! You're mine! Look out! Dragon Swarm! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops! Will this help? I'll heal you all! Healing Circle! Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Time to freeze laser! I never miss!
Prepare to be sealed!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil!
Look shot! Swallow Blade! Now I'm in the groove! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! Try this! Explosive Ring! Come on! Take this! Tiger Blade!
Denied!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
You picked the wrong fight!
Take
You're
this!
mine!
Shattering
It's over!
Attack time!
Try harder! First strike!
Now you've gone and ticked me off! Time to shine! Light up the dark! I'm ready to go! You all.
Stop!
This one's mine! Appreciate the help! Would you through? Hurricane Blade! This one's mine!
No further!
Talon Storm! Confiscated! Time to Hurricane! Lunar Blast! Look sharp!
These fists have got your name on them!
Dragon Swarm!
Hurricane Strike!
Now I'm in trouble!
Far enough!
Dragon Swarm!
I never miss!
Dragon
On a roll now!
Burn in hell! Take this! No!
This one is
Can't get here!
Ah!
You have to hold on! Mega Ray!
I'll smash you!
By the power of one! Here's a healing arc! Light up the dark!
I really owe you one.
You require
Door!
Here
Do
I
it!
come! Double me! In an instant! Impact block!
I'm reaching my limit, you guys.
Damn. Guess we better be extra careful. She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
Now we gotta go to level 4.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Alright, we got some regular enemies.
Be my guest.
We're not finished!
You're mine! You're finished! Dragon You're finished!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Everyone hanging in there?
Dispose of the trash.
Bring him down! Armor won't save you!
You picked the wrong guy! You're mine!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Where are you going?
You're finished!
We'll soon see about that!
You're mine! You're finished!
Say no more!
I can carve through armor! Talon Storm!
Luna, do it!
Not
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Alright. Let's do that one next. Oh, what do you know? Right when we're about to face a dragon. Isn't that convenient?
How's that for a kick? I'm getting better, right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy
Knight armor. That should be mine, I assume. Yep.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
No!
No choice!
Take this! Go away!
You're finished!
Raging
Ow,
storm!
ow.
Face blast! Take
I'll
this!
shoot them out of the sky! Astral engine, here goes! Air throw!
Hit it work! Glimmer Dragon!
Here I
These sticks have got your name on them!
Swallow blade!
Away! Infernal Torrent!
You're mine!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon shout!
I never miss! It's weakened!
This ends now!
Infernal Torrent! Swallow blade!
Slash! Glimmer Dragon!
Here's the evil! More with that! Reflex!
Shit.
Stay away from my friend!
Here's a healing arm!
This one's all mine!
Here's first aid!
In a bind?
Out there.
Dance in the wind! I'll heal you all! Healing circle! Eat this!
Where's the healing circle?
Ignite! Take this! Struck! Here I come! It's over!
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Striker!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
Oh, is there gonna be like a healing point at some? Okay, yep, it's boss time. Boss time.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it.
Okay.
Well, with only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
Okay, well, let's... Alright, well... Alright, what's up here first? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, give me a sec. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to take a bio break real quick before this. So basically you're telling me I have to roll with this crew.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down and it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
Here goes! Here, flame of fury! Not in your dreams! Thank you. Healing circle! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Freeze lancer! Where are you going? Hey, that... Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Freeze lancer! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Where are you going? Great astral energy! Will this help? Eat this!
Shit.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready! Raging storm! Healing circle! Hey, that... Searing flame!
Not today!
Magic power!
Nope. Get out of there.
Arcade waterfall! Mega ray!
Take this!
Here!
Dazzle!
Mega
Here I
ray!
come!
I'll be saving
It's
this
over!
one! Here's the water! I
will rise.
Ready! Whirlwind snap! Lightning! Downfall!
Now you
Here's
see
a
what I
healing
can do!
arm.
Thrust!
More where that came from! Here you are! Magic is there!
Blow away! Here I come! It's over!
Not in your dreams!
Nope.
Stay away! Shadows! I never miss!
Here I come!
Lightning hit! Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Try hard! My turn!
Reveal!
Eagle fly! Swallow blade! Storm! Strike! Swallow blade! Infernal torrent!
Dance in the wind!
Easter! Take this! I owe you a part! Talent storm! I can carve through one! Take this!
Gather, Jason. Away from everybody.
You pay for that!
Lightning condemned! Redwell, astral energy! Full throttle!
They're attacking separately! I can't... Landing hit on her!
Keep an eye on her and take out the
Okay.
monster first.
I
I never miss!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah, take it away!
Ah.
Dragon Swarm! Eat this! Ignite!
You will suffer!
I owe you one. Thanks. You're mine! You're finished! You're mine!
It's bad.
Wits about you, people!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Laser!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, you're mine!
I can't heal you forever!
Thanks.
Excited! I'm only getting through! I'm all stocked up! Here's a healing art! First aid! Freeze Lancer!
I can carve through armor!
Freeze Lancer!
Where are you going? Come and get it! Take this!
Dance in the wind! I'll heal you all!
Eat dirt!
Like a dance to killing your dreams! Hey there! Dance in the wind!
You're mine!
Rip and tear! Here! More for the top side! Lightning is dead!
Try harder!
Rip and tear!
Not now! Not ever! Stay away from my friend! I owe you one!
Bring you back from dead to bit! Here, let me help! First aid! Chinese supernova! Eagle fly! Damn it!
Thank you.
I blame you all down. I never fit! Freeze Lancer! Dance to the wind!
This is looking...
Ah.
Here goes! Not on my watch! I'll heal you all! Chinese supernova! You will suffer! First aid! Behold my true power! Her master core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't.
Armor won't
Save you!
I really owe you one!
Deny!
Glimmer
Now
in a vine! Ridwell!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster! He will suffer!
never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Oh, is that it?
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to.
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
Surprised Shion didn't go. Oh, but I will.
It's that swordsman again. Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
No reason to fight him.
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Shion!
Alvin!
come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign.
OF. Damn, boys and girls. Whoo, boy. Written mail test subject 1273. The spirit channeling ceremony will begin soon. Until then, you are to calm your mind and await further instructions. So he's actually a Renin.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
Okay. Okay, everybody's got to start next to. No. Number 1273. Be honest, this is beginning to sweat bullets. If you hadn't worked out, who knows what we would have done. This is the first time we've managed to assemble a sovereign and main raid for the ceremony. After all, but seeing you make it all the way today has put my fears to rest. Okay. Or he's a Ganon that's been infused with Renin?
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
Okay, so he's a Danon that they brought up to Lenin whatever for transference. I'm hoping for. Right.
just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Leori. The spirit core where something went way fucking wrong.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No!
And they put the...
Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion.
You can feel pain now.
Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone?
There's no blazing sword because there's no Shion.
I need to find them. Better start looking.
Party disbanded. Master Core win.
Leori. Shion. Damn it.
You're mine! Piss off! Eat dirt! Take this! Try harder! Now! Here I come! You're finished!
cannot flee.
Take this! You're finished! Swallow blade! Slash! Strike! Dragon swarm! Slash! Swallow blade! Dragon swarm! Pierce! Megasonic thrust! Dragon swarm! Swallow blade! It's over! Ah! Hut! Hut! This should do it! Take this! It's over! You're mine! Ah! Take this! It's over! This one's all mine! It's over! Not a chance! Hut! Ah! Eat dirt! Ah! No escape! Dazzle! Here I come! You're finished! Mirage! Ah! Is this it?
Fuck.
It's on! Eat dirt! Here I come! It's over! Dragon swarm! Dazzle! Here I come! Mirage! Here I come! You're finished! Slash! Swallow blade! Slash! Swallow blade! Take this! I'm not done! Dragon swarm! Dragon swarm! Dragon swarm! Swallow blade! Slash! Swallow blade! Slash! Swallow blade! Slash! There! Dragon swarm!
Shit!
Move it! It's on! Eat dirt! Strike! Slash! You're finished! Take this! Here I come! Swallow blade! You're mine! Dragon swarm! Here I come! I'm not done! Not a chance! I'm not done! Swallow blade! Slash! Swallow blade! Take this! Mirage! Here I come! You're mine! Dragon swarm! Strike! Here I come! Dragon swarm! You're finished! Try harder! This one's... You're mine! You picked the wrong fight! No escape! Slash! Swallow blade! Take this! Mirage! Here I come! Dragon swarm! Slash! Swallow blade! It's over! Take this! You're finished! Try harder! Here I come! It's over! Strike! Slash! It's over! Strike! You're finished! You're mine! Mirage! Try harder! Not a chance! I'm not done! Dragon swarm! You're mine! Dragon swarm! You're finished!
gosh, that is hard with...
Alvin?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Tired Avengers.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle? Speaking of Thistleim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation. Simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
How do I...
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Yeah, in a bit.
sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegus. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being.
Meow.
Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Travel. Yeah.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renin sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renin, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renin. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegus, it still feels like it was only a year or 2 ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renins invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Okay, this is where I start off at. Okay.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kinda my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Wing fighter extraordinaire.
people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zuko policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
You're finished!
Are those arms even natural?
Eat dirt!
Chinese supernova! More without
The enemy wields arms too.
You'll soon see about that.
Stand back. I'll trip it up. You're mine! Swallow blade! Its armor's too strong. Be my guest. We did it! Dragon Swarm!
More for the stockpile. Light astral energy.
You're finished!
In a bind.
Here I come! Swallow blade! All things me! In an instant! Impact block!
Benediction light.
You're mine! You're mine! This one's all mine! You're finished! Eat dirt! You're mine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate! Be still! You're mine!
Leave the charges to me!
I can do without pain! Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver! This should do it!
See what happened there as you crossed me.
Radiant
Should have done it.
Force of regeneration! Damn! Strike!
Armor won't save you.
You're finished!
Allow me to
First strike! Swallow blade! The tempest and you're mine!
I'll be saving. What?
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
you know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bones with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Alright, we're gonna take time to there's like the beef thing that we've gotta do.
We don't know
New
what lies
beef
ahead.
thing.
We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
Okay.
By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistleum was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Xion?
Of course not. Xion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Xion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Okay, now a quest.
Okay.
Why?
Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
Fishing fiends.
I'll
Okay.
teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
Oh, okay. Now we've got. Oh, okay. We've got everything here. I don't have the icicle fane. I do have that. I don't have the lustrous. Right, so I have that. Yeah, I can't equip anything with him yet.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Okay. We got a bunch of armor.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Yes, we did. I don't want to use anything.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Chief Chef. No, those aren't. I think those are Terrapin Fists. I don't think those are Terrapin Fists. Alright, so... Oh, it can't fast travel anywhere. Listen to that. Oh, great, can't fast travel anywhere. Okay, well, there goes that plan. I guess can't fast travel because we don't have Shion. Or something. Alright, what time? Yeah, I think that's going to be a good place to call it, everybody. Thanks for watching this little segment here as we continue with Tales of Arise to get through the first major section of the game, and we'll pick it up again. I don't know, maybe Thursday night we'll pick it up again and play some more. I really enjoyed this section, and we had a lot of stuff happen, so
I will see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.